morning. Welcome back to the videos. And today we are starting with a card, and then I'm going to read from the great book, The Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Such a good book. Love it. All right, let's start. The card I pulled today is the Four of Scrolls. We are talking about patterns that have been repeating themselves in your life. This is called the karmic trench. The karmic trench. And I used to talk a lot about this when I was dealing with women for healthy eating and menopause and stuff. And because we get so used to, when we are used to doing the same thing the same way, which if you're 50 over 50, you definitely are, you dig a trench. So if you think about when you're driving in mud, or snow, right? There's your tires, you're just following someone's tire tracks, let's say. And it's hard to get out of them because you just slide back in because they're grooves, deep grooves. And the more people that drive through it, or the more times you drive over those, they get deeper and deeper, and the walls kind of get high and they get solid. And then the harder it is to get out and take a different path. So that's kind of what we're talking about. When you have done the same things the same way for so long, our thoughts, our beliefs, our feelings, our words, our actions, our habits, that's why it's harder to get off the path and do something different, because we're kind of in a trench. And that's what this card talks about, the karmic trench. And sometimes there's patterns of themes that are in your life that repeat in many areas. So if you have a theme or a thought of a belief that I'm not worthy, that would show up in your work situations, and of course in your love relationships. That would totally show up in there. And maybe how you are in crowds when you walk into a room of people you don't know, you sit in the backs, right? So these are some things too. It's these themes that they overlay in so many areas of your life. So start to think about what affects you. For me, one thing that I tend to do also is walk away. If I get really frustrated with something or people, and I'm like, oh, I just can't be bothered. Like I can't be bothered, and I'll just turn and walk away. And I do that in my love relationships too. You're doing those things, or you think this way, and it's driving me nuts, and I can't be bothered. I'm not going to try to change you, and I've just done, and I'll just walk away, right? That's happened in jobs too. I would just walk away sometimes. But then I always know, because I'm always creating something newer. So I'm not, I'm ready for something better. Like I know what I want, and this isn't it. So in a way, right, that's part of me, but I also am focused on what do I want then. So that's another important thing, is when you're trying to get out of a trench, when you're trying to get out of something that's these deep grooves, this pattern, what do you want instead? Knowing, oh, right, okay, this is the way I want my life to go, or this is the way I want to think. These are the words I want to say now. These are the ways I want it to feel every day. So feeling sad, depressed, anxious, worried can be a habit, and I even call it an addiction for some people, because it releases chemicals in your brain. So that your feelings produce chemicals, and those chemicals your body gets used to, and your body can actually get so used to them that when you're not experiencing it, it feels off, and it's going to do something in your life to create it. And of people who are like drama queens, they always have to stir up trouble. They always have to stir up drama. Because if their life was simple, happy, and just peaceful, they would feel not right. Their nervous system would be going, danger, danger. We're not getting the chemicals we're used to getting, even though those chemicals are produced from the fear, worry, anger, all of that type of thing. I know, because I used to be a real anger addict, frustrated addict. So those things can happen too. So you want to ask yourself, where do I have these patterns? Where do I seem to kind of keep stuck? And what things have I done repetitively year after year after year after year? And I keep telling myself I don't want to do it anymore, right? Every time you notice yourself making an old choice that digs you deeper into your karmic trench, you can change your mind and your actions. That's what it takes to get out of it. So you'll get up out of the trench for a little bit, you'll proceed, then something will happen in life that triggers, and you go right back into the ditch or into those grooves. And that's okay. The biggest thing is to realize, whoops, I sense myself falling back into those grooves. That's not where I want to be. That's the old path. So again, it's like, okay, don't react the same. So you got to react differently. You got to think differently. So it's like, okay, I'm now choosing this. Then focus on where you want to be. even though this situation is frustrating me and I want to reach out, I want to scream, I want to rebel against someone or something, I'm going to take some deep breaths, choose calm and peace, visualize myself coming out of the trench, taking a new path down a beautiful, whatever path, like to a beautiful beach. Like visualizations help me, right? I see myself going down this sandy path, and when I get at the end, there's this beautiful beach, and I walk out onto the beach with crystal clear water. Whatever it takes, right? That's my new path. Yes. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm changing. I feel peace. This makes me feel at peace. This makes me feel happy. This makes me feel joyous. Let go of the drama of whatever that other thing is, because it's usually not really about you anyways. You can let it go. So it's just making those adjustments and choosing to change, choosing to think differently, choosing to feel differently in every now moment, and that'll eventually get you on the other path more consistently. But don't be mad at yourself if you fall off every once in a while. And in the book, so it's talking about two kind of these emotions and how we get stuck in these patterns. And it says, sometimes we're like, I'm just too tired today. I can start tomorrow. Tomorrow's a better day, right? Really, I can do it later. And I am so like this, right? That just doesn't feel right for me. You know what? I don't think this is for me. You know what? Oh, I'm done. Like, this doesn't feel good. And when we realize, wow, I do say this a lot. I kind of give up on myself, or I give up fast, or I go into the downward spiral of poor me, or I'm feeling sad again, something like that. The moment we listen to these sub-vocalizations and we start to believe those thoughts, again, we're believing that's so true. I don't need this. It's so true. I'm too tired. It's so true. And respond by feeling the same familiar feelings that we did in the past. Remember those same feelings all the time. Our brain produces those chemicals. Mental amnesia sets in and we forget our original aim. You're like, you forgot that you want to take this new path. You're just so stuck in that moment again, so deep in that trench that all you can see is the trench, is the old ways, the frustrations, the anger, the circumstances that are driving you crazy. That's natural. Our brain just kind of shuts off and goes deep because it's used to being in that pattern. It's familiar. So again, you gotta like, ooh, okay, I gotta bring myself up, take some deep breaths. Kind of like look in a different direction. What do I want now? Wow, I see that I was falling back in that. The funny thing is that we actually begin to believe what our body is telling the brain to say to us. So we believe like, I am too tired. I am. This doesn't feel right for me. Oh my God, that's so true. So we make up these things almost to keep us in the trench. So we will lie to ourselves. We will make up things. We will continually tell ourselves what we're doing is right. We're doing the right thing by doing this. We're totally justified, right? We immerse ourselves back into the automatic program and return to being our old self. And that's what happens over and over. But that's okay. When you're conscious, you keep doing that. You're like, oh, right. Okay, next time I won't stay in the trench as long. That's a thing. It's like you fall down, you get up faster. And that's really what it's about. That's personal growth. That's personal strength. Fall down, get it. It's just like having physical strength, right? When you fall down, you can get up so much faster. Or when you're climbing a hill, each time you get stronger and stronger, and you can go up that hill faster and faster. So you don't stay down as long. And that's living. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to learn. Growth and expansion and moving through things and getting stronger and stronger. That's really it, true, right? Okay, let's do the read a little blessing and a little bit from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. And this one is really about taking your own, choosing your own path no matter what anybody says. Feeling the darkness, feeling like I feel uncertain. I feel scared about this. I feel people around me are saying that's probably not the right thing. But it's always remember about tuning into you and choosing, because taking a different path, getting out of those dark grooves, those grooves is challenging. But know that that's all. It's just challenging because I'm choosing something different. It's not going to be challenging forever. Once I learn it, like a new job, it becomes easier. It becomes so much easier. So it's just this consistent practice. Being free from the dark hold empowers us to take up our cause. That means being free to act and affirm the intuitive feelings we have been following, right? Then it's like, okay, continue. I will continue to follow what I desire, what my intuition wants, what my heart wants, and pretty soon that will feel like the absolute right thing to do. Like I am in the right thing. This is absolutely the truth for me. So again, it's just about growing and change and being more conscious every day. Take a couple deep breaths, close your eyes. I accept the offer of life so that I may truly live. Through unconditional love, I now invite and receive all assistance, intervention, protection, and inspiration so that I may leap into my next cycle of life, held in the loving grace of wisdom. So be it. All right. Okay, let's do some breathing. Sitting up tall. Always sit up tall. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale, lengthening up. I'm just wiggling. Lengthen, exhale, release and relax. Let it go. Whoosh. Like some clear, beautiful water rushing right through you. Inhale the loving grounding earth energy coming up above your head, joining with white light, sparkling light, or gold, and bring that down through your body, healing, rejuvenating, energizing all your cells, bringing it right down through your whole body, healing every cell of your body, down to the center of the earth. Inhale, grounding earth energy. It's going to be a short one today. Up into your heart center. Breathe in, open wide, expand. As you exhale from your heart, spreading your love and light out into the world. Inhale, beautiful love and light into your heart center. Exhale it down through your body, healing, rejuvenating, washing, cleansing away anything that doesn't serve you. Bringing that down, like growing deep, dark, deep roots into the center of the earth. As you exhale, feel your muscles relax, your body sink down. Feel your feet getting heavy, pushing towards the ground. Feel that connection with the earth, deep, deep, deep down into the earth. Roots growing wide, wide, wide and strong. Continue with your breath. Inhale, exhale, hands on your heart. I am strong. I am powerful. I am worthy. I am deserving. I can choose a new path right now. No matter what happens, I'm okay with myself. I love myself exactly as I am. I choose to have faith, trust, and belief in myself and a higher power, and know that I am always guided. Okay, have an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow.